Can the UK actually do this? Is it legal?
Well, look, there is a chance that this kind of protest statement from the UK could cause ructions in Europe. And when it comes to it, it's even possible, I suppose, that we might end up in a court, in the European court or in an international court to try and arbitrate on something like this. But the fact remains, Britain needs some way of tying the EU's hands to make sure that the promises it gives on trade are honoured after Brexit.
Yeah, we've been hearing from various people this week, David Davis included, the Brexit secretary. Are we any closer to understanding what the UK wants from the future trade relationship?
Well, the picture's getting a bit clearer. Theresa May, the Prime Minister, is going to be making a speech setting out her vision, we expect, next week. Before then, her ministers have to meet and thrash out the exact template for what she's going to say. But so far, we know that Britain wants to remain pretty close to EU rules in a lot of areas, while breaking away in some key sectors such as agriculture, financial services and trade regulations, to start with.
Tim, just on the point that Naira made there, we might be in this ridiculous situation where we need a court to handle this dispute, but what court gets used because Britain won't be recognising the European Court of Justice. So what would happen in that situation?
Well, it's all very difficult to speculate at this point. What we certainly know, though, is that Britain has drawn up this contingency plan. If the trade talks go wrong, if at some point, perhaps in 2021, 2020, 2019, after Brexit has actually taken place, the EU doesn't honour those promises. And the UK thinks that one option, a viable option, would be to hold back the payments of the money it's already promised. That's going to be controversial one way or the other.
Does Britain have this money?
Britain has the money, or at least it has promised to pay it. The question really, I suppose, is how determined is the EU to get it? And I think the gamble that the Brexiteers, the Brexit supporters are going for at the moment is that the EU needs that money so badly they will do anything in terms of giving Britain the trade deal it wants.